how did I end up with this, and why did I do that? So, funny story on this car, actually. I bought it as a work car, and being the work car, I have my TSX, obviously. Being a work car, I do flooring. It has a lot of space. I take a lot of shit in there. That's why in one of the videos I said it's no longer my daily driver, because this is not my daily driver for work. I do take this out every other chance that I get, so as soon as I'm off work, this car is not touched, and then this car is used. But I did that simply because I'm from the 2000 era, where this was the shit, and I set out to one day as one of my goals, because at the time, you know, it seemed like a great goal to put neons on my car. Well, I would never do it to this car, but for this, it's acceptable. Fuck it, you know, it's an element. So that is what I do. See, I like modifying cars in different ways. There's a slammed, there's stock, there's semi-built, and then there's this unicorn that I can fuck around with. I don't know, just I don't see why not, you know? So basically, the kit is simple. I actually took it off a parts car for that car. I took parts off of it, and then this was actually there, so you can actually change the sequence. And whatever I see here in the master control is what basically goes on at the bottom. So if I want the lights to dance, they will dance. If I want the speed to go down, the sensitivity, you know, whatever. Brighter, brighter, brighter. Then I want to change the color. Change green, change red, blue and green. I think there was one that had all three. Weird. It's like a weird flashy show. The blue sometimes comes on. Oh, there we go. It's more like a Christmassy thing now. And then I just power that off. Coincidentally, it fits right there. Pretty nice. Oh yeah, I'll show you around the element. Oh yeah, the story on this car. I got it for a work car, but these seats fold up. You know, if anybody knows about elements, they'll know that these seats fold up. They fold back and then up against the wall, so there's a ton of space. And since I do flooring for a living right now, it works. It works. You know, just it's good for me. And I got it thinking that it needed an engine, which I actually did end up buying an engine. I found one with a transmission hooked up to it. I got really lucky on finding that, but I didn't need it. It's still actually sitting right there. I'll go show you guys in a little bit where I have it sitting. But I got this for $1,100. It is the 4-wheel drive EX model, so it's pretty nice. 140,000 miles, and it's just, I don't know. Like, at first I didn't really like the looks, and then I ended up doing that to it simply because I just had it, and I wasn't gonna put them on that car. I was not gonna put them on this car. Yeah, I was definitely not gonna put it on this car or that or that. So this, I was like, fuck it, you know, whatever. So here it is. Got it for $100,000, and you won't believe what it needed. Just gas. It needed the gasoline. Everybody that I tell does not believe me that all it needed was gasoline. But that's it. That's all it needed. Everything works. Here's some of my flooring tools. The rest I left at the job site. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I like the extra room. I like the seating position. A little higher than what I'm used to, especially in traffic. I don't want to put mileage on my car. So for mileage, since I do flooring construction, basically I have to drive everywhere, to different sites, different places, farther, closer, doesn't matter. You know, but $1,100 for a clean title element. Right now, where I'm at, they're going for about $5,000, which is around what these are going for. 5 or 6. So I found that to be insane. I actually got this car for cheap too. I did not pay anywhere near $5,000, and that does have to do with that fender. I basically made a really weird complaint to the guy, and he kind of fell for it. But for this, I did not, I made him a legit offer because I did think it needed an engine, and I do engine swaps, so that wasn't really a concern for me. But yeah, I got this little element for $1,100, and all I needed was gasoline. The guy ran out of gas. Unfortunately, Les Schwab fucked him and basically told him that he needed an engine when he did not need an engine. All he needed was gas. So that sucks, but I mean, now I have a car that I can use so that I don't have to put mileage on my car, and so that I don't have to get dinged up at construction sites. By the way, if you keep up with the channel, this will be painted soon. This might not be a part of the channel yet, but it could be every now and then. As you can see, it's neglected. It's a neglected baby build, but there's too many things, too many things going on. So this is very neglected. Yeah. So if you guys want to see more on the Element, I do want to put some kind of sound. Maybe not a subwoofer, because I don't see anywhere that would be very convenient to put it, especially not back here with all my tools that should just break. Maybe somewhere in the front, but that also doesn't seem very convenient. Maybe I can just replace the stock woofer that's right there and with something bigger and call it quits. But I do want to put an Android stereo in this as well. There's a kit that I can use to make that well, I don't even have to really use a kit. I can just take that one out and put that one in. But maybe I do need a dash kit. I hope I don't, because then I want to kind of keep the same color scheme going, because as you can see, the middle is going to be the same color scheme, and then if I do get a kit, then all the top part will be black and the rest will be gray. That'll just look kind of off to me. That'll bother me and make me want to paint everything black so that it matches. Anyway, I'm just rambling again. So yeah, if you guys want to keep up with the Element, with the TSX, or with the RSX, not with the Civic. The Civic is pretty much done. It's my brother's. It's neglected as well. He has a work truck as well. It's not really neglected. He does drive it, but as you can see, he doesn't wash it. So it almost looks as neglected as this just because he doesn't wash it. Yeah, that Civic is basically fully rebuilt engine. Pretty much very low miles since it's fully rebuilt. Used to be an HX model with the D16 Y5 with the economy VTEC, which is what this has, economy VTEC, and I don't like it. It's kind of gay. This has regular iVTEC, that has regular iVTEC, and it's pretty nice, Now it does not have the economy VTEC. What actually happened was I used to have a Civic as well, and it was kind of beat up, crashed, but it was an EX, so that means that it had the nicer Y8 engine into it. If you guys know about Hondas, you'll know all about that. This has the K24A8, which is what the engine comes with, and that has the K24A2, which is probably one of the best K24s in the country, because obviously in Japan they have the K20A, which is K24A, which is better, and this has a K20A3, and it's not great, but it's not the Type S. So wait, it's not even a K20A3. It's a K20Z something, because it is an 06. I don't know. It's some kind of K20. It could be a K20A3 as well, because it is the base model. So it could be the K20A3, or maybe they do have a K20Z for the newer models. I don't know. I'm not too sure about that one, but I do know this one, and that one. And like I said, I will show you guys the engine. Focus. Okay, so this is the engine that I actually took out. Oh, you can't see anything. Okay, but it's on the hoist. It's on the thing. It's an engine and a transmission for the Element. So, yeah, that is that. well, if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know. If you guys want to see more stereo videos of the TSX, let me know. Whatever, you know, I do a lot of stuff. If you scroll down through my channel, you'll see I have a lot of different cars. I did sell the white RSX that I used to have on the channel. That was my main focus. That was my baby, and I just got tired of it. I got tired of the paint looking all weird. I got tired of the misperfections. Basically, after it crashed, it was over.